fight evil Squidward looking people. Accidentally discover a deranged cult. What the heck is that? Be surprised to interesting things. What the? Well,
I can explain.
be the hero everyone loves.
You were a friend when we needed it, and we won't forget that.
Be the tyrannical asshole everyone hates.
Nothing personal. You betrayed us.
Use every bit of your brain fiber just to make a strategy. Okay.
With the thunder wave and the bomb.
Okay. So who do I tell move? Okay, the dude. Okay. Fuck. After nearly 200 hours of Baldur's Gate 3, I truly think not playing this game before you die is a sin.
Oh no!
Let's just start off with the character creation. There are 6 playable characters and 1 special devious character I will elaborate on later. I recommend making your own character, but be very careful when choosing a race. You might face some skilled racism, especially drows.
You, step back. We'll not tolerate drow in here.
Excuse me? Let's talk about the classes. Choose to be a paladin and fight on the side that's righteous. Smite down your enemies with the power of a doomer's worst nightmare, the power of light. Choose to be a barbarian and unleash your fury upon society for no reason at all. Is that a happy child I see? Oh my god. I heard you like to be in tune to nature. Well, choose to be a druid and transform into a bear and decimate your enemies. Choose to be a wizard and cast mass destruction and take pride in your enemy's screams. Choose to be a fighter and, well, fight. Choose to be a monk and be the second coming of Rock Lee. Choose to be a rogue and be very sneaky and attack. Choose to be a
Pause!
Yeah, the void. Those classes may sound cool and all, but I heard from Reddit the combat is just boring and repetitive. I'm going to be honest, it's nothing special, but yet I never got bored of it. Oh, Jesus Christ, boy, I lit his ass up. Why? Because it made me think just like Shikamaru. Kill her right now.
Yeah, for sure.
So do I shoot it?
Shoot it.
Wow. Yo.
You didn't do enough. Please be my turn.
Bro, she's on the edge
Please
of
be
the
my
thing.
turn.
She's so lucky. She's on the edge, Taurus.
What the fuck?
There's also a special form of dopamine when the odds are stacked up against you. Shit gets really intense.
Yo,
Let's go.
Yes.
Oh, I have to take down 3. Oh my goodness. Oh, I killed it. I killed the big thing. He's dead. Okay. Come on, bro. Ain't no way. Let's go. Let's go. Now, I can actually understand why someone would call the combat repetitive. But you see, there's just so much more you can do with the tools in your disposal. For example, cast a grease spell, then shoot or cast fire on it and it explodes. I didn't know this, but you can create water and have someone cast lightning on it and it shocks the enemies. You see, you discover a lot of things accidentally. Oh, then he just dipped it in fire. Oh, yes. I can do it too with the... Oh. Crazy thing is, I didn't even notice this until my second playthrough. But there's one thing I know for certain in Baldur's Gate 3. It can be difficult. 85? A critical hit. 2 critical hits on me. Wow. But on the bright side, it gets easier the more you progress. Now let's talk about exploration. Oh my goodness, I can't even contain myself to describe this mystical feeling. It's like the same thrill of finally breaking off your strict parents' leash and finally be able to explore. Some things you least expect leads to something bigger. For example, minor spoiler warning, this well right here seems to be pretty normal till it's actually not. It leads you into a completely peaceful area that's filled with skeletons and teleporting spiders and abominations I can only describe to maybe be high-class inhabitants of the Shadow Realm. So if you ever decide to go into Whispering Depths, treat it like how you would treat Disneyland. The smallest details really intrigue me, like damn, he really died in the toilet. What the heck? Nah, that's an outrageous way to die. Jesus Christ. Baldur's Gate also really likes to get its point across. In whichever area you are in, for example, the Temple of Baal, aka the Lord of Murder, well, expect to see some really effed up things whenever you reach that area. Are pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's kind of wild, eh?
Look like a berserk panel.
You know, there was once upon a time I was held shackled to the ground, and despair was just grappling all over me. And that's when I saw a dimmer of hope. I couldn't quite see it yet. And as I got closer, I realized it was Baldur's Gate 3's story. The story is the most engaging story ever in gaming, and I 100% stand by that no matter what you tell me. Here's why. I usually skip dialogue, but with Baldur's Gate, I just couldn't. The mystery just drives the story even further. As you know, Baldur's Gate dialogue is multiple choice, but as the game progresses, the choices get more complex. You really don't know who to trust sometimes. You will literally stare at the dialogue for minutes. Oh my goodness, bro! Like I don't know what to say. Honestly, I don't know what to say because a major choice could drastically change the story. And speaking of which, let's talk about the companions. They all have their accompanying storylines and character development. Let's start with my favorite, Lizelle. Basically, she is a Sunadir.
Questionable intellect. Unsurprising.
Questionable intellect.
Release me, or enjoy a future as gay.
And is very prideful.
Blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel.
But when she shows her soft spot, it feels good.
You've earned my respect and more still. You've proven your wits. You are efficient and dominant, in and out of battle.
Then there is Shadowheart, and to sum it up without spoiling, let's just say she is confused. Very confused. Then there's Karlach, a raging barbarian that loves to show her fury, but is also a sweetheart. Then there is Will, a person of the people. He's actually a good companion until he starts to flirt with your romances.
Ah, Shadowheart. How blessed I am to be so near.
I heard you with Lae'zel. Don't think I'll play second fiddle to the likes of her. Go try your charms on someone who's out of earshot.
Ooh, dang, man. This man he never stops shooting a shot. There's also Gale, a companion with really, really devastating issues. Last but not least, we have Austrian, a firm victim of trauma. But what makes some of the companions interesting is sometimes you can't have one without the other. For example, Lae'zel and Shadowheart beef is just outright hilarious.
It's dark around here. Would be a terrible shame to lose you forever.
Yes, you keep your wits, Shadowheart. Should a dagger suddenly slice your neck, we may never know who's to blame.
Dang. Oh my goodness, what's going on, man? Sometimes it goes a little bit too extreme. Companions can also leave your party if you do something they are strongly against and even battle you. Leading on to romances, which is something you can do once you get a good approval rating. But what makes it interesting, really interesting, is that characters will get jealous of you and make some interesting remarks.
Not interested in Minthara's leftovers, I'm afraid.
Oh. As the further you progress in the story, the more and more the bond develops. And no, you can't have any threesomes. I want you guys to imagine this. Imagine you are running from someone and then you accidentally somehow step on a Lego that rolled a critical hit, which then causes you to fall down. You are quite literally screaming in pain. And then the person who was chasing you caught you and sounds like this.
Uninvited, and you stole from me.
W voice
Doing
acting.
so, you brought the chaos of your world into mine. I will not abide it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a really cool voice to die to. Voice acting in this game is just phenomenal. Coupled on to the facial expressions, it really adds more elegance to the story. The music, oh my god, the music. You see how far this spell blew this enemy away? Yeah, that's how hard the music hits you. Oh my god, this is hard. Is he singing the song? It quite literally ascends you to heaven, but it also can send you into despair. There's some creepy ass music. If you didn't know, Baldur's Gate is based in the Dungeons and Dragons universe, so there is some D&D elements like behind the scene RNG dice rolls. I swear it's rigged though, Or maybe it's just my terrible luck. They can also determine whether you detect something or whether you have certain insight on something, I think. I'm like a guinea when it comes to D&D, so go easy on me. Also, on-screen dice rolls can be seen whether you are lockpicking a door or picking certain options in dialogue. Last but not least, I want to touch on replayability. And oh my god, there were so many things that I missed on my first playthrough that I discovered on my second playthrough. That kind of dumbfounded me. Bro, I swear last playthrough, I did not go through this door. What's in here? What the heck? And also, choosing more chaotic options was fun as well. All in all, Baldur's Gate 3 will win Game of the Year without a doubt.